Streamer University was a pool, right? It was a deep pool. The people that do IRLs and stream outside every single day, they're used to it. They know how to swim, right? So when you throw somebody in the pool and they know how to swim, they're just going to be swimming in the water, having a good time. If you've never swam a day in your life and you get thrown into a deep pool, what happens? You start to sink.
Was it actually worth it? I want to think of it in 3 angles. 1, was it worth it for Kai Snap? 2, was it worth it for big streamers? And 3, was it worth it for small streamers? With more emphasis on trying to figure out if—
Bro, turn the vid up. Yeah, that should be straight. I'm gonna say this. Everybody went and gained. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody who went there gained something by being there. 1, everybody's numbers went up, right? Everybody's numbers went up. 2, right? Here's number 2. If you weren't involved in IRL content and you never did an IRL stream, you learned how to do an IRL. You learned how to deal with the bullshit that comes with IRLs. Doodle connection, how to use IRL toolkit. They literally, bro, this is the way I like to explain it. Streamer University was a pool, right? It was a deep pool. The people that do IRLs and stream outside every single day, they're used to it. They know how to swim, right? So when you throw somebody in the pool and they know how to swim, they're just going to be swimming in the water, having a good time. If you've never swam a day in your life and you get thrown into a deep pool, what happens? You start to sink and you start to drown. So you're underwater just trying to figure things out. And in that moment, you either sink or you swim. You feel me? So everybody learned lessons from that opportunity. I was never in the IRL space. I never clip farmed. I never did. Bro, I'm almost 27 years old. What do I look like clip farming, right? I never clip farmed. I never was doing all that before. So now that I got the experience and I get thrown in another situation, I know how to swim. You see what I'm saying? When I went to DreamCon, why do you think I was clip farming at DreamCon? I knew exactly what I was doing. There's a difference. A lot of the opportunities for small creators, it was, bro, no, actually, let me say this. It was exactly how I predicted it to be. If you were a smaller creator, you got a base of people that watch you. The bigger creators benefited because they were there all the time. And then the people who are like the medium-sized creators jumped to a different level. Corey, Snowcone, who else? It was a bunch of people that Deshay, it was a lot of people that made a jump. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. Everybody benefited from being there. It was not an L. Kai's viewership was at an all-time high. What else? Literally, traditional media was blowing him up. Yo, Nizzy Clips, thank you so much, bro. Traditional media was blowing up. Kai trying to, you know what I mean? Traditional media was trying to get a cut of the pie because the viewership was so high. Look at the category. It's the #1 category right now, and it was only like that for 3 days. That's motion. Let's talk about it. But you wasn't small. Your TikTok numbers high as fuck? No, they're not. Listen, bro. I was one of the smaller creators there. The thing is, a lot of people just knew my face because I exist in the streaming space. Do you understand a lot of the people that you would have considered a small streamer, they had like 800, 900,000? Bro, there was some people who I saw and I'm like, yo, who are you? And then afterwards, I went to look them up. I'm like, yo, you had 500,000 on TikTok this whole time? Yo, you had 700,000 on TikTok the entire time? Whoa. Do you know what I mean? It was some people who had a lot of motion there, but they weren't known in the streaming space. You just knew me because you followed me. That's the difference. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of people came in there with motion that you wouldn't even think they had motion. Bro, I know how to get views, but I didn't really have a fan base. You see what I'm saying? TikTok is good for exposure, but it doesn't translate when it comes to going to other platforms. You see what I'm saying? You could look at somebody who has having 2 million followers on TikTok is nothing, bro. You already hit the gym. I'm gonna hit the gym after I hit these reacts. You can have 2 million followers on TikTok and be a nobody. I hope you understand that. TikTok followers are hella inflated. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything. Just because you got 100,000 on TikTok, you're a nobody. Just because you have 200,000, you're a nobody. The only thing that TikTok is really good for is the exposure. It's because you're on the app all the time, so you see me a lot. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? I was one of the... Yo, B Destin was good. You gotta have YouTube subs. I mean, yeah, literally. You gotta have, like, followers everywhere. You know what I mean? Yo, thank you for the roses, by the way. Let's keep going.
It was actually beneficial for small streamers because...
It was that... Yeah, bro. There was people who had no... Look at Kai Ooze. She was a small streamer. Now she has like 70, what she had, like 70,000 with like 4,000 subs. Come on, bro. It was a lot of people that just like went crazy. Danny Bands. Let's talk about it, bro. It was a lot of success stories and everybody went there and they learned something. Gang, I turned the volume already. It's already up.
The big content creators are big. They're going to be good with or without it. Kai, they're going to be good with or without it.
Facts.
But really, I want to examine if this was a place, if this was an actual opportunity for streamers to grow, or was
Raya did her thing.
Big content creators to just get their shit off. So now that the dust is settled and we have actually seen Streamer University...
Wait, what did he say? Get the what off?
Let's talk about...
Get the what off?
The dust is settled and for big content creators to just get their shit off. So now that the dust is settled and we have actually seen Streamer University actually executed, let's talk about what it was and what it wasn't, right? Because there were a lot of assumptions going into this event, and we actually have answers now. So what it was a collaborative space for a bunch of different creators. This was an opportunity for a bunch of creators to get together and create a bunch of different content. This was also a place for people to learn from the biggest content creators in the world, both directly and indirectly, right? Through the classes or just from watching from afar. And also, there were a couple of questions about the demographic of the creators and the people that were going to be at Streamer University. And, you know, I wasn't expecting anything else. A lot of the creators were black because, you know, that's Kai Cenat's audience. That's pretty fucking obvious. And also, a lot of the creators were W or L adjacent. There were a couple Poggers people, specifically like Extra Emily. But all in all, a lot of the people were kind of associated with each other. So let's talk about what it wasn't, right? Because there were a lot of questions about what this was going to be. And a lot of people thought that this was going to be a place just for small streamers. No, it is not. No, it is not. There were a lot of small streamers there, but also a lot of big content creators. Also, you would name Streamer University, all the creators in there would be aspiring streamers, but in actuality, not all of them actually wanted to be streamers, or even just were streamers before going.
Yeah, Kai said if you a content creator in general, you could pull up. We can't hear him? Gang, I literally got the volume boosted OD. What are you talking about? Yo, is the video really that low? Bro, I got it boosted like hella. Like, look, I'm gonna put it up more. Here we go. Alright, kinda. Alright, I'm putting it up. I'm putting it up. I'm putting it up. I'm putting it up. Alright.
There were a bunch of TikTokers in the building. There were a bunch of people who wanted to pursue like YouTube career.
That's what I'm saying.
Still a lot of streamers. I would still say a majority streamers, but it wasn't just all streamers. And lastly, what Streamer University wasn't, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, was a place.
See, that was the moment right here that sparked that whole like crash out that I had.
Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on
that was perfect bet.
Was a place for serious content creator education. You know, there were a couple pockets during the event for actual serious content talks with specifically Agent's class.
Agent killed it.
It was a lot of clip farming. It was a lot of collaborations and actually creating content. So let me get the easy one out the way. This was definitely worth it for Kai Cenat. Let's check that box off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the numbers was OD.
Streams during this event.
Bro, he peaked at like 600,000 viewers. That shit was crazy. Oh my god.
This was really the first event that Kai threw where he wasn't the center of attention and he was trying to build some sort of program, you know, while still using his influence and his platform. But he really showcased what he could do as a group leader, as a CEO of a company or whatever the case may be. Correct me.
That boy Kai got a call center, bro. I swear to God, that boy Kai got a freaking call center. I'm telling you, whatever you think Kai's motion is, multiply it by 2 or 3. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Wherever you got him ranked, not even close. I knew he had motion. But once you're in it, it's different. You like, yo, this dude Kai running an operation, bro.
If I'm wrong, but this is like his real first idea where he isn't the center of attention. You know what I'm saying? Like he was still doing.
Said that twice.
Still using his influence, but he was really trying to build out like an actual event slash program, and it went very, very well for him. From a PR perspective, not only was the whole event very brand friendly, but
yeah, that's the point. Kai created an ecosystem. You know, that only benefits, I mean, it benefits everyone involved in it, but it also benefits him because it's his world. You feel me?
Perspective as well.
Like, he literally had all the Twitch in one spot.
Figure as a person who's trying to use his influence for the good and trying to, you know what I'm saying, cultivate and incubate the next batch of streamers and pass on his legacy like that. All those narratives, right? And according to Complex, all the streams combined accumulated over 27 million watch hours. 720,000 viewers. I don't know if that's the category stream, but that is still insane. And according to Kai, Streamer University was something seen by many like A-list celebrities like LeBron James, Kim Kardashian. Like,
yeah, that boy Bron was tapped in.
Anything that can get recognized by that.
I'm gonna say this. Kai is putting reality TV out of business. Reality TV, we're gonna witness it. It's gonna shift from all these little exclusive platforms. It's gonna move to Twitch. Telling you.
That tier of people, in my opinion,
was good, yeah.
W for content creators, because that just legitimizes our space even more.
Yes.
However, Streamer University didn't come with no criticisms, right? Like I said earlier, a lot of people were definitely not happy with the amount of big streamers that were involved. People thought this was going to be all small streamers. There was also the Zoe Spencer drama going on. You know, even within the event, there were a couple of times where it felt like a very unsafe environment for people. All in all, though, pretty easy net positive for Kai, though. Now, for the big streamers, definitely an easy W for them, right? Like, content creation and streaming as a whole is already viewed as a rich get richer environment. So, you know, when you have the biggest content creators collabing in this space, with other big content creators, ultimately it is just gonna help them, right? So you have people like DDG reach all-time numbers. People already within the AMP circle, like, you know, Agent, Rakai, Tylil, all of them, you know, getting massive boosts from all of this. There were also a lot of big content.
What's good, Q Baller?
Either professors or actual students that use this opportunity to really leverage this moment to get into streaming. So a couple of names that I'm thinking of is India Love. I'm thinking of Funny Mike in this instance, right?
Yeah.
This is definitely the easiest and fastest way to.
Funny Mike was going stupid before, though. He was already coming up through streaming, and everybody was already giving him his credit for that. It's just that was like a lob. He just and just kept it going. You feel me? You remember me from camp? Q Baller, you already been in the freaking chat. What do you mean? Do you remember me from camp? Gang, you've already been here. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you see me at camp, you didn't see Nizzy. You seen an AI generated version of Nizzy. If you see me outside, that's not me, bro. That's my alter ego. That's my evil twin. All right. If you see me at camp, that was not me. Camp, that means y'all go way back. Gang, camp was like a week ago.
Not only pivot into streaming, but gain a really, really solid base from the jump. I think a lot of these creators that I'm talking about definitely benefited from Kai's spotlight, but it wasn't really career changing for them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people were already going to do content with or without this event. This was just a boost for them. Now let's talk about the real main event. Was Streamer University actually beneficial for small streamers, or was this just a scheme for Kai Cenat to be the ultimate winner and bigger content creators to become bigger?
How is it a scheme if somebody's paying for you to come out? There's no scheme. He paid for every gang. He gave us shirts. He gave us free deodorant. He gave us free lotion. He gave us free chapstick. He gave us a free luggage bag. He gave us a sweatsuit. He gave us hella free stuff. What are you talking about? What?
Let me say this. I definitely think there were creators.
Oh God.
Very small.
You didn't have to worry about nothing while you were out there.
Did not take advantage of the situation that was right in front of them for whatever reason. Maybe they were unprepared. You know, maybe the whole point of the university for them was to gain the knowledge to take advantage of situations like this, and it just wasn't clicking for them. There were definitely a lot of streamers that fumbled the bag. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just keep it a stack.
Damn, who you? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
But specifically,
hey! Oh, come on! Yo! What the fuck?
Like, I think he had a really big opportunity to make some noise at Streamer University, and he fumbled the bag. So much so that he's...
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, what? Why am I the poster boy for this shit? Why is everybody not dead ass though? Why is everybody saying that shit? Nah, for real. What the fuck did y'all expect? For me to be a fucking Clover boy after this shit? What did y'all expect? Y'all must have expected me to be the fucking second coming. Y'all, what do you think? What y'all think? I was Rakai? Y'all think I was supposed to be the main character of this shit? What was y'all expectations, bro? Yes? What did y'all expect? Yeah, bro, I was not gonna be Rakai. Bro, what the hell? Y'all gotta understand, like, I had never did an IRL before, bro. Why the fuck am I on this video? Nah, what?
I'm gonna just keep it a stack. Like, I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but specifically Nizzy.
Gang, you're quite literally throwing me under the bus. You throwing me deep under that motherfucker. It's a speed bump. What the hell? You was supposed to come back with more subs than Kai. Literally, what? What did y'all expect? We thought you was gonna bust it open. What are you talking about?
Like, I think he had a really big opportunity to make some noise at stream.
Why is it just me? Why is it just, what do you mean?
Specifically Nizzy, like, I think he had a really big opportunity to make some noise at Streamer University, and he fumbled the bag. So much so that he's been making a lot of content after Streamer University, talking about how he fumbled Streamer University, because even his TikTok comments,
damn, introvert, you ain't pop out once. I didn't even know you went. Introverted streamer, day job calling your name. You genuinely sold. You ain't deserve it, LOL. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me what the fuck I deserve and what I don't deserve. I got picked. You didn't get picked. Come on, gang. You ain't deserve it. Well, I got selected, so I did deserve it. You ain't deserve it, LOL. Out of the dodgeball game, the sneaking out party, class boxing matches, hallway fights, you were nowhere to be found, hiding in a corner somewhere, LOL. Some really ain't deserved this opportunity. Gang, I won a dodgeball game. The dodgeball game that you're talking about, I won it. The party that you're talking about, I snuck out to it and got caught. The hallway fights, I was in them. You weren't watching me. What are we talking about? Oh my God. Y'all be loud and wrong. You gotta learn how to be an extrovert. I struggle too.
Right now we're saying, bro, you were at Streamer University? Bro, you were at Streamer University and did nothing? Like, you really fumbled the bag. Now I do feel like he's definitely realized his mistakes and he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, recoup some of that lost momentum, you know, after going to DreamCon and after the content he's been making.
Is bro tapped in? I love that, bro. I love that. Honestly, you were in the top half of the 100 out there. Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, come on, bro. The people that were there, were there. The people that weren't. That's all I'm gonna say. Look, you gotta understand, it's two types of viewers when it comes down to Twitch, right? There's like the actual community, the people that actually tune into the streams and like actually know what they're talking about. And then there's clip watchers. People are like, oh, I didn't see any clips of you. I didn't know it was Clipper University. I didn't know it was Clipper University. It was Streaming University. Streaming University. People talking about I didn't see clips, so why didn't you clip? Let's really talk about it. You know what I mean? And all my clips did good. That's the funny part. Exactly, Ambro. All the clips hit. To be honest with you, though, I'm happy that it happened like this, and I'll tell you why. Before that shit happened, I was getting so much love to the point where it was too good to be true. Do you see what I'm saying? Yo, I appreciate you. Bro, you got like hella symbols, so I don't know how to say your name, bro, in the TikTok. I fuck with you. Thank you. But listen. What was I saying? I'm happy that it played out like that because I was getting such overwhelming love to the point where it was too good to be true. And sometimes God puts you in positions, pause, where you have to lose. So all those people that you thought supported you, show their true colors. Let everybody show their true colors, bro. And all that love, They weren't loving because they actually fuck with me. They were fucking with me because it was a trend. Do you see that? Do you see the difference? So the people who are weathering the storm with me now, and when I'm up, you're gonna see. Do you see what I'm saying? Like all those people, you gonna see them flip again and be like, nah, you, and y'all were all talking crazy. It's a repeat of December. Because if you think about it, November. You remember November? Kai don't fuck with you. He'll never acknowledge you. Y'all will never be friends. And then it happened. It's the same thing. The thing with the internet, I could sit here and look, I could sit here and come up with 50 excuses as to why things played out the way that it did. But the thing is, trying to explain yourself to people who don't want to listen is a waste of time. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I do not care. All right? I pride myself on being genuine. You feel me? I don't care about what people got to say about me. Because if I sit here and try to explain it, they're going to be like grown men complaining. You know, the people who are here already know. It is what it is. But let's keep going. You should play horror games? I will.
He's been doing a decent job of actually doing that. But nevertheless.
Yeah.
Keep blown by people like him. Was it because he just wasn't used to streaming, or because he was mainly a TikToker? So
yeah, I wasn't used to IRL streaming.
From TikTok to streaming, that is pretty big if you haven't been streaming before. Was that the case for him? I don't really know. Was it purely a social anxiety?
He said he didn't know.
You know, he felt shy and didn't want to step out there. I don't know.
Bro, y'all realize not all 120 people was meant to blow, right? Y'all realize not everybody was supposed to pop. Y'all know that, right? Even Kai himself came out and said, not everybody's gonna pop from this. It just is what it is. You feel me? After seeing Niz all over my For You page, I thought bro was kind of annoyed reporting pop culture. Nah. Bro, I love this shit. This shit is fun. But like, I'm gonna be honest, bro, like, it just is what it is. You feel me? Like, you trying to explain yourself to people is just a waste of your time. Like, literally. At the end of the day, though, for me, bro, I don't give a fuck about being the biggest freaking streamer in the world. I don't care about that. Bro, y'all be forgetting I'm going to be 27 this month. Y'all know that, right? I'm going to be 27 years old. You seen Rakai's cameraman. Rakai's cameraman was literally involved in the wars, throwing water on people, acting out. Kai came in and his security and they clowned the fuck out of him. They clowned him. They're like, gang, you're 25 years old. You should be knowing better than acting like an actual kid. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm already grown. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, I can't be acting like no little kid because then I'll get clowned for it. At the end of the day, bro, my thing is, I really just care about building a community. I want people who are around me because they genuinely fuck with me. I don't want to have to act out a character to try to make people like me. I've never been that kind of person. And the thing about Streamer University was it was just like school. Bro, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not the most social person, bro. I don't have no fucking friends in real life. I don't have friends. When I was in school, I never fit into a friend group. I always did my own thing. You know what I mean? I always did my own thing. I was cool with a lot of people, but I was never close with anybody. And that was the exact same thing. People would dap me up, come talk to me, but that's all that it would ever be. The people who really rock with me were the people who made a genuine effort to want to be around me. Sarah, Shello, Peasy, you're my friend. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though. Like, I never fit in with anybody. People say, oh, you didn't deserve to be there or you fumbled. People like me, we don't get opportunities like that. We get overshadowed. We get forgotten. I made an opportunity happen for myself. Because if I didn't show up every day, I would have never even got accepted. The fact that I made it is a dub. Because people like me, we get overshadowed all the time. People don't want to talk to us. They don't want to be around us. I did what I had to do. I gotta fix this. Hold on. You feel me? I did that for the people who don't. For the people that don't fit in. That's just how it is, bro. And it was times where you could run it back. Bro, it was times where you could see it in full display. Remember when I was in the gym and I was just walking around talking to the camera? There was a point where Quan literally came up to me, right? Quan came up to me. He was like, gang, you just like me, bro. Come on, come with me, bro. Let's talk. Let's go. Hey, you want to go talk to a girl? Let's go walk up on her. Yo, you want to do this? Let's go together. Do you feel me? Even Quan peeped that shit. That's why we locked in. Anytime he see me, he's like, bro, let's go walk to this. Let's go walk here. Let's go here. Let's go to the talent show. Because he knew what it was. That's why I fuck with Quan OD. Quan, he kept it real. You feel me? People wanted me, go run into Ray's room. Go run into Rakai's room. They don't fucking know me, bro. Fuck. Like literally, grown ass man running up in a 16-year-old's room. What you want me to do? What? Come on, bro. Like, y'all doing too much. TikTok creators are becoming too narcissistic as soon as they get money and fame. Bro, nobody is doing that. Quan not social. Exactly. That's why we got along. Johnny Lames was good. Damage Dante was good. I went in with I treated it as like a networking opportunity, bro. I went and networked. You know what I mean? I went and built connections. They saw the person behind the screen for the first time. You feel me? Like I made it to where like I introduced myself to everybody. So people saw me for the first time. DDG saw me in person for the first time. Kai saw me in person for the first time. Duke saw me in person for the first time. Agent saw me in person. Dante saw me in person. You feel me? So the next time they see me, that's like, okay, that's Nizzy. That's bro. Okay, yeah, boom. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. I think you did really well for your personality type, for real. Most people like you would not have done as much. These adults acting like kids is weird, to be honest. Some of it is okay, some of it is OD. That's what I'm saying. And then, bro, I'm gonna say this, bro. Like, I'm the king of being treated harsh, bro. That's why I felt like I was walking on eggshells too. You feel me? I'm not gonna sit here and do too much. Next thing you know, I get put on a clip and everybody hates me. Or I run up in somebody's chat and they all just talking shit about me. What do I look like? You know what I mean? You funny, not gonna lie, bro. I support you. Yo, Jay Forge, thank you so much, gang. Nizzy, my clip's not popping off. I don't know how to grow. You gotta adjust your strategy. Adjust. Study. A lot of streamers didn't really go all out thinking that they're going to be in Kai's future projects. I mean, bro. A lot of streamers didn't really go all out thinking / knowing they were going to be in all of Kai's future projects. I mean, bro, I feel like a lot of people will get a second opportunity. You feel me? I was the first. People forget that's the first streamer university ever. And the whole first day and a half was trying to get the internet connection and the phone going. You know? Like that whole first day, I was literally running from the 7th floor down to the 3rd floor. Back and forth, just trying to get some type of help. You feel me? I had never IRL'd, so it's like the people who had already had their backpacks and their IRL setups and their cameramen, it was just another day it was just another day. Feel me? But it is what it is, bro. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm thankful to Kai. Shout out to Kai, bro, because he didn't have to do that at all. He's a real one. He's been, he understands this shit like the back of his hand. And I literally sent him a DM afterwards. I said, bro, I get it. Thank you. You know what I mean? Because now I get it. Now I know what to do when I'm in this situation. Because before I didn't have the experience. Now I got the experience. And I also underestimated how far streaming progressed. Streaming is the new reality. It's the new reality shows. You know what I mean? When you're IRL, the difference between just chatting is like, okay, we're chatting, we're talking. I've been a just chatting streamer for so long. It's about being authentic. It's about connecting with your chat. It's about telling them about your life and your struggles, right? When you're doing IRL, it's about putting on a show. You know what I mean? Kai could easily say there would be no returning students. I think he'll give some people another shot. And I'll say it again, people remember. Yeah, people will always remember me. You know? For sure. Nah, but I don't give a fuck because, like, at the end of the day, bro, like, what's meant to be is meant to be. Do you know what I mean? What do you mean by adjusting strategies? That means the method that you're trying to use is not working. So you need to go back to the lab and figure it out. It's like this. You're trying to play like a point guard, but you're not a point guard. Tiki was good. You're not a point guard. You're a shooting guard. So you trying to play like a point guard, you're not going to get the most out of your game. You need to be playing like a shooting guard. You're not in the right position. You need to change your game plan. Or you're probably a dunker, but you think you're a three-point shooter and you're just shooting bricks, when in reality, you need to be dunking the ball. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why you got to create the Nizzy content house. Gang, I'm not going to lie. I don't even think there'll ever be that. I don't even think it'll ever be a Nizzy content house. If I did do a content house, it'd probably be an event where I get like a little Airbnb and just have people pull up. But let's keep going.
But I do think Nizzy is one of those people that kind of fumbled the bag here. I ain't gonna lie.
What the fuck?
But I definitely saw a handful of kind of fumbled the bag here. I ain't gonna lie.
Gang, it's mad people that's hella forgettable back here. It's mad people that I've never seen. It's a lot of people I've never seen. What are we talking about right now? Where's everybody else's shit?
Put names to them, but I definitely saw a handful of streamers, maybe even more, just like sit in their dorm. They're gonna stream from their dorm, but like,
that's not my dorm. This was Ty Lil's dorm.
That's all they did.
What's good, Thomas?
In their dorm, they chilled with their roommate, and that's all.
That's cap. That's fucking cap. The reason why that's cap is because every time you would go to your dorm, the chat would say, bro, you could be out for the whole day, right? Let's say it's 24 hours in a day. You slept 3 hours, right? That leaves you with what? 21 hours. You've been out for 20 hours. That 1 hour you go to sit down. Oh my God, bro, go out, be social. You're wasting this opportunity. What are you doing? They did that for anybody. You could ask every streamer. Go ask 120 of them. They're going to tell you the exact same thing. Everybody was out. But the thing is, if you're a smaller streamer, you're not going to get those clips off because you don't have clipping servers. You don't have clippers. The big creators had clippers, so every moment that they do gets clipped, even if it's an ass clip, it gets clipped. Why? Because they have these servers where they put a budget down, and the more views that you get, the more piece of the pie that you get out of that. So everybody is clipping, trying to get their views to get that bread from the budget. You're not going to be able to compete with that at a smaller level, bro. If you're a smaller creator, nobody's fucking clipping for you. You're having to clip for yourself. So you can't get every fucking clip. And if you're streaming nonstop, because they said if you don't stream the whole thing, you're wasting the opportunity. So you're live while having to entertain your audience. How you gonna clip those moments when you've been live for 24 hours? How you gonna find that exact moment? Come on, bro. All these people have clipping servers, bro. They have budgets. They have people. They have an entire system around them. They have channel managers who edit every aspect of the stream into a YouTube video. They have people who clip. They have people who aren't even a part of these campaigns that clip just to try to get views. There's dedicated TikTok pages that just clip the big streamers to get views and make money off of the not AdSense, what is it called? Off the creator fund on TikTok. So what are we even talking about? It's not even that. It's just that people didn't want to give the small streamers a chance. You could do that on a smaller scale. I am fucking broke, bitch. All my money is going to bills. I don't have a 30K streaming backpack. I don't even have the $2,000 one. Where's your sub badge? Where's your sub badge? Where's your sub badge? Yeah, exactly. That's what the fuck I thought. No sub talking about you could do that on a smaller scale. Had no idea about somebody's situation telling them what the fuck to do. You don't know me. If that's the case, why weren't you at Streamer University? The fuck? Talking about you could do that on a small scale. Get 1 or 2 clippers on duty. With what money? I'm a small streamer. Y'all think I'm rich? What the fuck? Y'all gotta understand, I'm not rich yet. I'm not up yet. That's the point. What the hell are you talking about? You think these clippers are gonna do this shit for free? No, they gonna want money. They gonna want money. No, if you don't have a name, nobody's gonna care about you. Don't you understand that? Yo, Langston, thank you for the sub. Thank you. What? If you're a nobody, like y'all don't get it. Oh, my game's on Mario Kart. Let me fix it. Bro, y'all don't be getting it for real, bro. Like, there's levels to this. These creators, you know how much money these big creators are getting? You know how much money, like, you don't understand how much money, y'all don't understand how much money they're getting, bro. It's a different level. I'm talking about $50,000 a day plus. I'm talking about these, they making money. You have loyal fans. I told people clip. The most that people would do for you if you're a small streamer, a clip here and there, and then they just give up. I tried to, bro, you know what the funny thing is? I tried to have somebody help me out with my YouTube, and they try to backdoor me. Talking about if they don't get the views that they want out of me, they just gonna jump ship. When you're a small streamer, you're not gonna be up immediately. So what the fuck are you talking about? Nobody's doing that shit for free. There's no loyalty. If you're a fan of somebody, it's different. That's the point. Y'all trying to hold small streamers to a level that they not even at yet. You know what I mean? They could clip. Bro, if you're not pulling in the views, there's no percentage. Bro, if you do YouTube and you just start, you're not going to be up. You want a percentage on a 30, you can't even put, bro, they don't even pay you on YouTube unless you make over $100. So if you're not making over $100, how are they going to get paid? If you can't do the payout. So tell somebody, I want you to do months of work, and once we get over $100, you can have 20 out of that 100. The fuck? You don't even know what you're talking about. That's some shit that you do when you're up. That's some shit that you do when you're already established. When you're coming up, you know who's got to do that shit? You know who's got to do that shit when you're up? Me! I gotta do that shit. I gotta be my clipper. I gotta be my editor. Come on, bro. Loyalty don't come out of nowhere. You gotta put the groundwork in. You don't get it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, trying to explain your situation to somebody and they don't want to listen, it's like, I told y'all this. Literally. If that's the case, let me click your page. I'm not even trying to do you like this. You got 2 followers telling somebody what they can and can't do. You got 2 followers. It's easy to say that. It sounds good, but you got 2 followers. If that was the case, why are you not up? Where's your clippers? Where is your clippers? There's a reason why there's a gap. Come on, man. Literally. Come on, bro. Not everyone cares about a streamer. So when it comes to me, you could tell me everything, right? You could tell me, no, but you gotta, you could say that. But the moment I flip the script on you, it's not everyone wants to be a streamer. Oh, blah, 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 right? Now it's all the excuses start coming in. We don't give a fuck about your excuses. Come on, bro. Nobody cares, bro. No, at the end of the day, nobody cares about your problems. That's literally how life works. That's why there's no point in me trying to explain some shit to people who don't want to listen. Thank you. Hey, thank you for the hype train, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, literally, if your comm is not clipping, you're basically cooked. Thank you. He wrong as well. Don't crash out. I'm not crashing out. I'm just, bro, you got to understand I'm streaming. This is a streamer voice. You want me, well, you got to understand, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to lock in. You still looking for clippers? Yes. I'm Ace PJ was good. Zayfin was good. You know, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But you got to understand, you need to crawl before you walk, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. As someone who has a comm, it's very difficult to convince people to support you from the start. Literally. Nizzy never take help. He's just being defensive and complaining. If you'd want to listen to people giving you, you know what's crazy, bro? I literally responded to everything that you said, right? You didn't want to listen, bro. It's literally someone who's in the same position as me in the chat, who's telling you everything. You're the one who doesn't want to listen. That's the difference. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You missed the sub. I said, Langston, thank you. I said, thank you, bro. I literally said, thank you. Langston, thank you so much for that sub, gang. I appreciate you, OD. Thank you. Yo, Tiki, thank you, bro. He's definitely trying to start, but at the start, you need 70% short form and like 30 and content, 30% stream. Exactly. If they made content, they would know. Literally, peasy. Thank you. Small streamers got it so bad. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Cousin, Like, I could have 5. Type 1 in the chat. Is it easy or 2? Is it hard? Right now. Go ahead. Pause, by the way. Nizzy looking handsome today? Yo, I appreciate that, bro. Someone said victim card, but the whole chat is literally spamming 2s. Victim card, though, right? Victim card. Shout out to the TikTok for being TikTok, man. Victim card. Shout out to the victim card, man. Shout out to the victim card, man. W bait. W rage bait. W rage bait. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. People don't care. People don't care about what you got going on, bro. You just got to understand that. But here's the thing. The situation is not what you did there. It's about what you do after that matters more. Because I'm at 20 now, right? I'm going to turn this 20 ball into 100. You could easily have been one of the big dogs when you came out, and then you got complacent and you could fall. It doesn't matter. It's about what you do afterwards, bro. You got to understand. People try to say, Nizzy, you fumbled Streamer University. You fumbled Stream University, right? How many times has a professional running back fumbled in their career? Let's look that up right now. What's the average amount of fumbles a running back will have in their career? Let's take a look. They have about 3 to 5 fumbles per year. 3 to 5 fumbles per year. But you know what happens after they fumble, bro? Guess what they got to do? They got to pick that ball up, though. They got to pick that ball up. That's like fumbling the finals. LeBron fumbled in 2011, but guess what? He's still the fucking GOAT. You have to take an L. You got to take an L to catch a dub, bro. You got to people don't understand. Life is not about when you think you're ready. It's about when you are ready. And God is going to put you in positions to succeed. You know what I mean? It's called waiting your turn. At the end of the day, bro, what's meant to be is meant to be. It may not be my time now, but guess what? It'll be my time later. You got to leave it up to God, bro. Some things you got to understand. It just is what it is. You may fumble this possession, but the next possession, when you get that ball, you might score a touchdown. If you sit there and give up, then who knows? You feel me? Are you going to Kai's party? Shit, I'm trying. You know what I mean? Like, you got to understand, it just is what it is. People fumble every single day. It just is, you know, the people that were meant to go crazy were the ones that were meant to go crazy. That was their time. My time is coming. I can wait. Do you think you fumbled? Fuck no. But yeah, literally. But yeah, let's keep going. Have you got your yearbook yet? No, but I'm going to be getting it soon. It's not about being ready. You just got to go for it. No, it's about being ready. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. The people that were ready for it were the ones that just took the ball and kept running, bro. If you never did an IRL stream and you came here and you thought you was going to go crazy with the IRLs, you got another thing coming, bro. The people who really went crazy were the ones who had been doing IRLs. Corey had been doing IRLs. He had been around Max. He was around DDG during the 5-star runs. He was around T-Banks during the 5-star runs. He had been around Max during the FaZe subathon. He was literally there for multiple days. Corey waited his turn. He prepared for that moment. People make it seem like Corey was just started streaming for the first time. No. Corey was been doing IRL streams. So when Corey was in the moment, it was nothing to him because he already had met DDG. He already broke the ice with DDG. He already broke the ice with T-Banks. He already got a free ticket to DreamCon before then. And he had been collaborating with Max. So when you put him in that opportunity, he went crazy because he already had the experience. I never did an IRL. You feel me? Yeah, Yana is the only one that wasn't ready but had the personality. Yo, what was up with her? I don't even know about her. What's up with her? Imagine if Ice Poseidon was at, yo, nah, bro. He would not. He's a brand risk. You know what I mean? I saw him mention on, yep. Is this whole video about the guy in the white shirt thinking he got egoed by DDG? Just curious? No. This was just a clip. This is a B-roll.
Hell, when they did go out in IRL stream, they wasn't even like pointing the camera at them. They was pointing it at the other people. Like, imagine over there's a circle of like DDG and India Love doing like a dance circle or whatever. This would be them. Oh shit.
Yeah, just walk up to India Love and catch twerk, right? Just walk up and go get your twerk. Go get your clip. That'll help you so much.
Oh, it's going down. Mind you,
go catch twerk on Cooking with Kai. Just jump in there and see what happens.
pointing that way, not at them, that way. I did also find it interesting that there were creators who really had no interest of streaming, even though they were going to Kai Cenat Streamer University. And for those people, if they did it intentionally, I don't even think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, one of my hot takes this year has been not everyone needs to be a streamer.
He's just critiquing. Why is Sauce here?
And there were
Sauce did his thing.
Content creators at Streamer University that were self-reflective enough to understand that, yo, streaming and streamer culture is just not for me. I still want to continue to be a content creator, and this is still a very
Geek Kid, thank you for the follow.
For me to be into better myself as a content creator.
Would you go back if you had the chance and do things differently? To be honest with you, I want to go back. I wouldn't really like. To be honest, I think I did my thing. I think I would have just tried to build a little more bonds with a few more people. But other than that, everybody felt like they could have did a little more. But I would definitely run it back. And now I get it. I would have clip farmed more. There was only one situation where I felt like I should have just did something. And that was during that fucking Ben the Don trick class when he made me the butt of the fucking joke, bro. When he was wearing his fucking mom's flannel, bro. He was wearing he tried to tailor the arms to make it seem like it wasn't a woman's shirt. That was the only moment where I wish I would have got up and I would have been like, fuck this class. This shit got no real life application. You lame as fuck. You not funny. You dick road Drake. And then I would have literally said like, yo, the only reason why you trick is because you wouldn't have got it if you were broke. And I would have just walked out. That's the only time. I wish that was what I was thinking in my head. That's what clip farming is. Didn't show the same energy. Motherfuckers don't listen in this generation. People don't listen in this generation. He said, didn't show that same energy. I said, my regret was not doing it. My regret was not doing it. That was my regret. Was not doing it. Q-tips. Yeah, invest in some Q-tips. Clean your ear. Do this. Clean your ears. There's probably mad earwax in there. Please, for the love of God. All y'all do is goon. You don't drink water. You don't shower. You don't listen. What the fuck do you do? That's what I'm saying. I should have fried his shit. That's literally it. That's the only thing, bro. That's my only regret is like I should have just in the moment just said that and walked out. That was it. That was the only thing. You feel me? But I sat there and I just took it like a freaking good boy, bro. That's the only thing. But now knowing how shit is now, hell no. I'll never hold back anymore. You know what I mean? Them TikTok people slow like them Halle fans. Your neighbors are like, this motherfucker crazy. I don't care what people think about me, bro. To an extent.
Streamer University is over. What's next for me? I will not be streaming. Oh, you're wasting your opportunity. No, I'm not. My main thing, what got me into content creation in the first place, has always been YouTube. I'm a storyteller. That's what I focused on in my application video, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. There's no reason for me to try to be somebody I'm not. Streamer University was a great opportunity that I'll forever be thankful for. It opened my eyes to a lot of different content creators, and through that experience, I learned a lot about myself and the creator I want to be. I had many genuine interactions, but I'm not the type.
Who would you say knocked it out the stratosphere or DDG? DDG knocked it out the stratosphere. He was the one, bro. That's because he's DDG. He's been doing this for so long.
Over the top stunts to get some clips. No hate to anybody that does, but it's just not my style. I'm more of an introverted and chill person, so I rely on my passion, video editing, and storytelling to create what I think is good content.
So shout out to who is this, Bree Cheese, and shout out to Ivan's
Nuz, thank you for the follow.
I don't think they necessarily wasted the opportunity being there. But also, I'm gonna keep it a stack. There were just some very, very legitimate success stories that came from Streamer University. Like, I even have their Twitch tracker pulled up here. Like, look at Snowcone's growth before.
Bro, Kai already pre-fired that she was gonna go crazy. Snowcone? Oh my God, she went dummy with it, bro. Snowcone did her thing. She got shouted out by Drake. Like, bro, if Kai was going to pre-fire that you're going to go crazy, it was stamped that she was going to go up.
University, during Streamer University, and now after it. You know what I'm saying? Going from a streamer with an average of 100.
Nah, she did her thing. You got to understand, though, the thing about Snowcone, she don't give up. She don't give up. bro. I'm telling you. She literally went to DreamCon. Like, they're making think pieces about her, bro. She went to DreamCon, said, at the Meg Thee Stallion booth, said free Tory, bro. Do you know how crazy that is? Like, do you know how Dominator, literally, you know how much you gotta not care to say some shit like that?
Of 10,000, average of 400, now averaging 700. Corey too.
And she a girl too, so that's like the ad. She's funny and she a girl. Double homicide. That's a boost. That's a double boost. Corey definitely did his thing, and then Corey, he got brought on for other segments too. He got brought on for the agent shit, and then he got brought on for the Ray shit.
Another one, right? Like very, very small.
Snow Cone is a W.
Here. Then May happens. He peaks at 13,000, average of 640, and he's been, you know what I'm saying, increasing his average viewership since then. And I also specifically want to shout out Corey here because for those who do not know who Corey is, this is the same dude that dropped out of college to just apply to Streamer University to up his chances. And
bro was only taking 2 classes.
To just
American government and astronomy. He was bullshit. Hey, people tried to make it seem like his whole life was he was gonna fuck around in school anyways. He was gonna fuck around at school anyways, gang.
Streamer University to
Dread Pirate, thank you.
And I still would not advise people to do that. Let me make it clear. I think that's a dumb decision, and he is lucky that Kai essentially just still let him through. While I personally wouldn't recommend taking that risk to the average person, you know, it's still pretty cool to see someone take a big risk in life and for that risk to pay off the way that it did. So shout out to Corey. You had Tota who went crazy at Streamer U, and apparently now he's like the #1 Brazilian streamer.
Gang, he literally got all of Brazil backing him. Like, Brazilians look at these numbers. 48,000, 44,000, 40,000. All of Brazil was literally watching him. Like, weren't they celebrating in the streets? Tiki, yes, do it for me, bro. They were celebrating in the streets. Like, this dude was born to be a star. Like, bro, like, when I tell you, I'm so happy that he's up because he literally walked up to me as if he already knew me. Like, we already been knowing each other for a long time. And he was, like, not talking. Brazil, Brazil. And I was playing music from the speaker. But he just grabbed my phone, started putting his music in. I'm like, you got it, gang. He started playing music. We started dancing, doing our little thing. Boom. I'm telling you, bro. He got what it takes. And he was rising up the girls. The girls thought he was this innocent dude. I'm like, gang, he from the favela. Like, he was selling candy just to get by. Like, ain't nothing innocent about him, bro. Like, just because he don't speak English. He is not innocent, bro. I'm telling you. But he a good dude. He a grinder, though, for sure. Exotic. Is that my boy Crushed Exotic? Yo, Crushed Exotic, how you feel about this Streamer U shit?
You got people like Danny Bands and Kai Woos.
Well, bro, Danny Bands. I found out about what happened to Danny Bands after the fact. So I saw y'all, if you guys were there for like the last moments, I was kicking it. I said what's good to Danny Bands. I didn't know that he got egoed by Lala at Streamer University. Dude, shout out Danny Bands, bro. That dude is a real one. I didn't even know who he was. People were saying collab with Danny Bands. I'm like, I don't know who this is. I didn't know. Danny is cool as hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy like things played out for him because he genuinely got a good heart, bro. You know what I mean? How did Arky get so big? Arky had been around the streaming space. He was Jason's cameraman.
Definitely a decent amount of successful case studies that came from Streamer University, just full stop. So to answer the question of is Streamer University worth it for small streamers, both, you know, this first go around and moving forward, I am going to say yes. And weirdly enough, I understand this wasn't an actual university, this wasn't actually college, but there actually is a lot of similarities and parallels between
facts
going to college.
Nah, bro, I hated school. I'm gonna give it a buck. I freaking hated school. And the reason why I hated school was because I was literally one of those people that would just do my own thing. You know what I mean?
Happened at stream.
Like, I hated school because it was like I was just always to myself. You know what I mean?
I think just like real college.
You went to college? I went to college for 3 years, gang. I'm not gonna lie. Cheated my way through college. And I'll tell you a story of when I really realized that school was not for me. I had a film appreciation class in college. All we had to do, this is before ChatGPT, all we had to do was watch a movie and write a paper on it, right? I hated school so much that I bought a paper online and I got caught for cheating. And the teacher, he didn't report it, but he told me, he looked at me, he was like, gang, like, you look like you don't want to be here and you look like this is not for you. You don't have to be here. And in my head, I was like young and dumb, so I'm like, nah, bro, this old head doesn't really know what he's talking about. I just want my piece of paper so I can get the fuck, you know what I mean? But during that time, like looking back, he was right. You know what I mean? He was literally right. Like, I was not meant to be there. Nizzy taught me how to finesse. Hell yeah, bro. I was cheating in an era of school before ChatGPT. If I was cheating now, I did not mean to press that. I have all A's. Did anyone actually get egoed at SU, or were they just ready for the clip farming moment? A few people got egoed. And it was never like, and some of the smaller people that did get egoed, it was like a soft ego. It was never like an outward ego. The only time where it was actually outward, like an outward aggressive ego, was the Danny Band situation. You know what I mean? But it would be like, you could, let's say you in a group setting like this, right? They could all, let's say DDG, this is not obviously, this is hypothetical, right? DDG, Deshay, Rakai having a conversation, right? You could try to join the conversation. They'll be like, oh, and then they'll just continue talking amongst each other. They're never going to give you too much attention. Like, you would be talking for the sake of speaking. You wouldn't actually be talking to be heard. Does that make sense? You would just be there. Literally, you would just be there. Thoughts on DDG saying don't be humble? I don't know. I don't know the context of what he said, so I can't speak on that.
Streamer University is exactly what you make of it. Like real college, you're thrown in an environment where the main advantage to being in this environment is access to resources, access to people, and access to information. If you just go to class,
you had the scorpion that attention, exactly.
Go class.
What's good, Ezra?
Party on the weekends. You will get what you put into college, which is not gonna be much. Kaizenat, obviously he's good, right? The bigger content creators, while they gain from this, they're still gonna be good. But for small,
did you get the phone? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think it is very, very important that if you do get into Streamer University, to really know what you're getting into and maximize it, but also don't think of it as just the end all be all, because the game truly starts after Streamer University.
Told your ass!
When you get out there into the real world, when you go back home, and now you want to continue the momentum that you got from the opportunity that Kaizenat gave you. But with that being said, Kai, if you do end up watching this,
yo, P3, thank you, bro.
Here as a RA2 agent. All right, I ain't trying to be a professor. I'm just trying to be an assistant. You know what I'm saying?
Ha
he said, hope you guys have a good one. Shout out to Kai for Streamer University and everyone that was in it. And I'm out of here, man.
WB Souls, man. W fucking B Souls. This B Souls speaks. This was a good video. I already had liked it. Let me go ahead and say this. Appreciate you including me in the video. LOL. If you got any tips for me, let me know. Boom. Nah. We say, listen, bro, you gotta understand, bro. Everything will work out exactly the way it's supposed to. Tiki, yes. Tap in with me, please. I do. Alright. I wanted to watch this one too, but should I just let it rock or no? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I was in this bitch. Hold on. I just want to see. This is Sparky's thoughts. Okay, my connection is shit in the bed right now. Let it rock. Let me see if I was in here though. Sparky's thoughts. Okay. Don't really look like he's saying anything. Yeah, I'm gonna let it rock. Rock Nation behind you. I didn't do nothing with Rock Nation. I don't give a fuck. Let's see. Fuck no. Alright. Listen. I think I got one more video to watch. We got one more video. And then we're gonna do this. I'm trying to see some content. We're gonna hit the gym in a minute. Okay, yeah, I'll just let it rock. That was good. That was fire. Alright. Y'all boys ready? Well, actually, let me play some music while I get this shit situated. W Gains. I haven't been working out recently. Yo, this is one of my... well, no. Let me get right. Let me get right. Maybe we'll meet in a bar. He'll drive a funky car. Maybe we'll meet in a club and fall so deeply in love. Hold on. Hold on, bro. Let me grab my stuff. Let me grab my phone. Let me grab my phone. Let me equip the Crocs. Everybody on the TikTok. Catch me on a purple app. 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 Alright. Boom. That's ended. Maybe we'll meet in the club. You lift or do cardio? I be doing both, but I haven't worked out in a minute. Look, I got no gains right now. I gotta get my gains back. Alright. Let me see. Okay. I'm taking my special tripod because this one breaks out. So I need this. And then take my bag. Just give me my money. Nah, the Zoe 101 song you played on stream was Mad Fire. Was Zoe 101? Which one? Let me play that Zoe 101. Nah, let me play that Zan Man. What y'all know about that Zan Man? I wish he would have dropped this. I wish he would have dropped this. This was just a snippet to a song that never came out. I'm with Zoe in the trap. Oh, fuck! You fucking kidding.